Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and happy National Hemp Day to all of you. I bet you're like, what is wrong with this guy and why is he talking about National Hemp Day? This is a finance and stock channel. This guy is going crazy. Well, actually, in honor of National Hemp Day, I would like to discuss a microcap stock that you may want to have on your radar. So let's dive right on into it. The stock, none other than Hemp, in honor of National Hemp Day. Ticker symbol HEMP, trading on the OTC markets. You can buy hemp on TD Ameritrade or Fidelity. You cannot purchase on Robinhood or Webull. Before we get started, I want to reiterate I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research before investing in a stock. Also, if you find value in today's video, hit the like button, and if you enjoy our content, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we do release new content. So let's talk a little bit about Hemp Inc., guys. Up over 800% for the year, up 33.82% on the day. And to be honest with you, I think it's just because it's National Hemp Day. People piled into this stock, to be honest with you. I do own this stock. It's a very, very highly speculative play for me, and I bought it when it was, believe it or not, a lot cheaper than what you're looking at right here. So I basically took some money that I knew that I would not miss if it just went away completely, and I bought shares in it. And I only did that once I actually started diving in and researching the company and understanding where the future of this company can potentially be going. And with the new administration in office now and some things that have been happening over the past year with this particular company, I do see it trading higher over the next year. Okay, so a little bit about Hemp Inc. It's a publicly traded company that was founded in 2008. Their mission is to provide green solutions that help make the world a better place to live. Hemp products are eco-friendly, healthy, and can often replace petroleum-based products. Hemp Inc. is a pioneer in the industrial hemp industry. Hemp has not been legal in America and other countries for over 70 years, so being able to say made from hemp grown in the USA will be a huge milestone. People want change in the world. They want to stop wars, save the planet from pollution, eat organic, ban GMOs, reduce our carbon footprint, produce green solutions, and live healthy lives. Because of all the benefits hemp offers, hemp can revolutionize the world. With education, people will understand why it's important to legalize industrial hemp again. Working together, we can make a difference. The movement towards legalizing hemp is growing. Hemp Inc.'s goal is to be the leader in industrial hemp fiber industry in America, which is now estimated to be over $500 million. A crop of hemp saves water, energy, reduces the need for pesticides, and is more natural, economical, and ecological than the use of cotton or trees. In a forward-thinking move, Hemp Inc.'s wholly owned subsidiary Industrial Hemp Manufacturer LLC purchased the largest plant in North America. They began the task of moving it to Spring Hope, North Carolina, to their 70,000 square foot warehouse on 9 acres. Okay, so what in the world is industrial hemp? Okay, so industrial hemp is a variety of the cannabis sativa plant species that grows specifically for industrial use. It can be used to make a wide variety of products. Along with bamboo, hemp is one of the fastest growing plants on earth. So, um, when I started kind of researching the company, my thing was I confused it with like marijuana or weed, right? And the main difference between the two is they both contain THC, but hemp does not contain the amount of THC that can actually put you under the influence or get you high. You can smoke both, and you can smoke hemp all day long. You just won't get high from it. And can't believe I'm talking about this on the channel, but I'm just trying to kind of tell you the difference between those two plants. I'm not a hippie or anything, guys. I promise. I just like companies that could potentially make me money. So moving along. So this was an article from Benzinga.com in May of 2020, and it says four highly speculative micro cap stocks to have on your radar. So you can go down here, and lo and behold, number one on the list was Hemp Inc. It says an industrial hemp play with bi-coastal processing centers. Hemp Inc. is a way to gain exposure to the hemp industry. Hemp farmers are weathering the coronavirus crisis better than segments of the hard-hit agriculture industry with fewer supply chain disruptions. Demand is strong and growing, with the market projected to grow from 4.6 billion in 2019 to 26.6 billion by 2025, with a compound annual growing rate of 34%, according to a report from Markets and Markets. So you can see they do have some potential to grow, and I'm going to tell you about a couple of articles that stood out for me the past year, and we're going to go into the charts, and I'm going to kind of break down what we've been looking at from this stock and where I might see it heading. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, guys, so before we break down the charts, I want to go over just some press releases that we've had recently, and I want to focus on a couple of them. I'll go back to 2020 and just kind of show you, um, you know, the kind of growth that this company's had. The past, you know, 10 years or so, they've been focused mainly on infrastructure. And then in 2020 and beyond, they're ramping up marketing and they're all about driving sales and creating revenue and building profits past this point. So a lot of good things going. And they have things released on them all the time, and it's just keeps to me kind of keeps getting better and better as an investor. Even though I don't have a lot of money in it, I still have money in it, so I want to make something off of it. But just as of late, you can see here hemp harvested in Texas for the first time in 80 years, and then um, here we go. Commercial hemp growing has been approved in Indiana. South Carolina now accepting hemp farming applications for the 2021 growing season. So you see things start to kind of be happening in um, the hemp sector kind of all over the country. So right here you can see that they surpassed $2 million in sales for their premium hemp flower, and I'm going to show you that not long before that they were excited because they just hit $1 million in sales. And let me try to find the very first article. I'm not sure if I can find it, but here it is. Hemp surpasses $1 million in sales. And not long before that, they were just talking about how they were closing in on $1 million. And then a couple weeks later, boom, they hit 1 million. Then they surpassed 1 million, and then they were getting to 2 million. So that's a really, really good sign that the company's moving in the right direction. So let's go ahead and hop in the charts and see what they're telling us. Okay, guys. So today, like I said, we had a really, really big run up, and I'm honestly not sure what the deal was. And I was joking about it earlier, but it really may be because it was National Hemp Day, because they didn't have any type of PR or anything come out on it. So I'm really not sure. But if you look here on the RSI, we are overvalued, so I am expecting a pullback and for us to lose steam. So if you are thinking about getting into this stock, then I'd just be patient. I do think that we're going to pull back and test that 0.0074 support level. I think that will go, probably as low as that and maybe bounce off of it, potentially, or who knows, maybe they'll go lower. But I do think you'll have a decent sell off and you'll fall at least to that level there. So, and I'll show you an example. Basically, if you buy at that level, how many shares that you can get. So, we are in a pretty good uptrend, as you see. Ever since sometime in November, we started, gradually going back and forth, and we crossed over that SMA line. We got as high as 0.0086, and then had a pretty decent sell off. But then again, we bounced off of that SMA line, which is a really, really good sign for us. Um, and so we'll kind of see what happens here. If we sell off and then we bounce off again, then that's a really, really good sign. So it got as high as actually 1 cent today, which is, you know, still extremely cheap and very, very low. But considering where it came from, I mean, last year, this stock was trading, almost at zero at one point. So let me pull up my calculator here. So let me just give you a hypothetical. Let's say this stock drops down to 0.0074 again. And let's say you have, maybe 150 bucks. Maybe you made a good bit of money on a swing trade and you're like, I want to just throw a couple $100 somewhere. It's kind of like going to, the casino, and putting it all on black or something, right? So make sure that you're not going to miss the money, just in case, the stock, goes down because like I said, it is kind of volatile and a little risky. So let's say it goes down to that level, you could end up with 20,000 shares, over 20,000 shares, right? And then keep in mind, every time you do purchase on TD Ameritrade, for sure you have that $6.95 fee that you're going to end up with. So let's say you have 150, then you minus 6.95 from that, so you're actually going to be able to invest $143.05. So you'll still end up with right under 20,000 shares. So for myself, when this stock does dip again, I'm going to buy more shares, and I want to have a decent, I say decent, I want to have a fairly large position on this play. That way, I do see it moving higher this year as, the buzz um, and everything like with the hemp industry continues to grow and gain more traction. I can see it getting to maybe that dollar level, if not this year, over the next couple of years. So if I can accumulate, maybe 100,000 shares, that's a really, really big payday. And even now, for my current position of 15,000 shares, if that hits a dollar, that's still a very, very big payday considering I only put in, a little over $100. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to make a video on HEMP in honor of National Hemp Day. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this was kind of different from some of the other stocks that I normally talk about. But anyway, if you enjoy our content and you do want to, um, see more stock pick videos and also see some of the more popular stocks broken down on the charts that people talk about on YouTube, such as Golden Nugget Online Gaming, Zion Oil and Gas is another one, and several other plays as well. Subscribe to the channel. That way you can keep on with us. So other than that, guys, we'll catch you next time.